All right, guys. Hey, welcome back after a little bit longer break than intended on for session three or section three of session 67. Davis has interacted with an individual that has let himself known as Sej, a Luxodon of, well, definitely not from around here. We'll just leave it at that for the time being. Al has successfully re-infiltrated, if you will, the Central Harvest and got some of the heebie-jeebies once again. And all their compatriots have now seen Al venture out and are following him, or her technically right now, towards one of the alleys as she is guiding Old Man Rock go take his nap. Sej, you were washing yourself in some drinking water. And as fate had it, it cost 2 silver, the 2 silver that were tithed to you.
Not gonna lie,
And
that's pretty fucking expensive, isn't it?
they looked at what he
He
was
got
wearing
had.
and were like, yeah. They also, I mean, he looks like he can afford it, even, he's wearing a lot of gold or golden colored things.
I could have bargained for it, but I was like, what's the, whatever.
Yeah, what's the point? The sun smites
2
you.
extra silver here, why not?
Yeah. I could have just thrown a fireball at them, let's just be honest.
Also, just so you know, Donnie, we do track current coins and stuff too. So I would, if you had added the 2 silver, make sure you subtract it.
Oh yeah, actually, I don't remember if
I haven't put it on the Roll20 but I have it set.
Yeah, I actually don't.
D&D Beyond, I
Oop,
think.
I forgot to put your currency here, and I have it written down. Sorry, give me a second. I'll update it.
Good thing you're net zero from today.
Well,
Nah.
I mean, honestly, that wouldn't scare me because as in character, I really don't care too much about wealth.
No, you actually do have some, because I rolled it for you when you were not here.
Oh.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, go me. I have it written down. Alright, now if you refresh, you'll have your... And this is accounted for the 2 silver being taken away already.
Well, but he got it from me, so...
Hmm.
So he would have been plus
What's
2
2
minus
silver
2.
between friends,
Yeah, whatever.
Don't you mean future enemies? God, get right. Okay.
Wait,
So,
are you
yes,
telling me the third is actually Simon?
he doesn't know who he
Dun,
is.
dun, dun.
Sej doesn't know who he is.
It's
Wink,
weird how all
wink.
of the information about Simon didn't indicate that he was a large elephant man. You'd think that would have come up.
Ooh, I see Nico typing. It's going to be the classic BRB. Yep.
Yes.
Got him.
You guys think that I'm Simon? Well, you think it would have come up that Turtle.
Yeah, but you lie and have illusion spells and shit.
So, real quick, I know this is just to kind of get you caught up. Simon is like I guess how would you say it, the first antagonist that y'all ran into?
Yeah, it's like the first chapter's big bad.
Yeah.
We never actually ran into him.
Well, directly, no. You were within 15 feet of him at one point.
What?
In the tent, probably.
Confirmed.
10, 15. When the calf was slaughtered. Wink, wink.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
That was him. No. Okay, anyways. Sorry. That's an aside. But, so yeah, Simon is a name that gets brought up a lot in this campaign.
As does Gustav, but we'll explain that one way later.
And double bear pigs, quadruple bear pig. There's a lot of things. We'll get you accustomed to it. So yeah. So yet to run into one of those actually. Yeah, yet to run into one of those. So yes, the menagerie is following Charmaine. What would y'all like? Al, you have the floor. Oh, and then as they're following, you eventually kind of hear this. Wait.
Filbert.
No sign, no signal.
Yeah, we don't want to just like wave at everybody across the square. It's like, come on, be a little bit.
Jeez,
yeah,
man.
we don't want to yell, "Hey, wait for me."
Yeah, that's weird. Good point. sorry. And he looks around. He's like, I don't think anyone. And Adaka kind of comes down from the roof. Y'all are fine. Don't worry.
So
All right.
shall we away back to our little hideout? Back to the shop. The tailor.
Well, are we done here? Did you get what you needed? We really didn't see a lot. You were talking to that weird flamboyantly dressed elephant man,
Yeah,
Luxodon, right?
We'll talk about him.
Okay. Uh, he is very brave doing what he's doing.
So we're walking and talking, I assume?
Sure.
What do you mean? I mean, it's certainly really hot. Like, what do you mean?
It's really hot. What do you mean? No, I mean, like,
Like brave
he's...
how? He's just sitting in the middle of the street. Well, not middle of the street, but, you know.
Yeah, so
I'm
Davis,
not
as you're
aware of
kind
how
of...
dangerous my company is right now.
Yeah, yeah, you're very much oblivious. Davis, as you're kind of bringing it's hot, you kind of notice like, no, actually, here it's nice and temperate and normal. It was just blistering in the light that he was sitting in for
Gotcha.
reasons. You know. But now that you actually think about it, he wasn't sweating. Why were you sweating? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Noted.
Yep.
But yeah, what do you brave how? Filbert, I mean, he's just minding his own business.
He's clearly practicing something he shouldn't be practicing in the front of everybody here. How he has not been thrown into the boulder fields, I do not understand.
Oh, you think like the harvest people, the bounty sisters would disapprove?
Sisters, no. Faith militant, yes.
Huh.
The jerks with the weapons.
Yeah, I guess he's...
God, I hate religious fanatics. Ugh.
Too bad, Grant's not here.
He's not that fanatical.
Wait, was that...
Eat the
Does
crackers.
he... The guy, like, he just kept going on and on about the sun. Like, what religion is that? None of the... Like, is there... I mean, I don't know the 11 all that well, but I don't think the sun is one of them.
No, but, as we travel, and he's clearly not from around here. And he kind of looks at Adaka. Adaka's like, I don't think he's rune-born. I'm pretty sure he's from another continent. His garb is too foreign.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It wasn't really clear where he came from, but he did say he wasn't from here. He said he just got here within the past... Actually, now that we retconned it, I forgot what you said. What does Davis know?
About a month.
So he got here about 3 weeks to a month ago.
Oh, okay.
He got to this portion about a day or so ago.
Yep.
Didn't say where.
So yeah, I'll relay. I'll be like, yeah, he's been in Green Hill for a couple of weeks, but it seems like he hit a bit of a roadblock trying to leave because he doesn't want to be here. He wants to get out of here.
Well, yes, that makes sense. I mean, the incursion and the besiegement happened about a month ago. Many people here have just been stuck. We're one of the... She kind of looks around. We're some of the few that have actually come in on purpose. Did you find anything from him by any chance? Is he perhaps...
He's really weird. Like, I don't know. I mean, he doesn't seem to really know exactly what's been going on around here. I tried to give him some idea, mainly just that the bounty... And then, again, as I say, anytime I say, like, the bounty stuff, I'm always looking around shoulder, like, looking over my shoulder and stuff.
Yeah, just for the time being, as you look, you guys are, like, taking some winding streets. It doesn't seem to be too many eyes on you.
I just told him
Even as you guys are now at this point just kind of, because you're having this walk and talk kind of all gathered, right? But people don't really seem to be minding you. Charmaine is still guiding Old Man Rock.
I'm gonna try and keep a distance from the group, probably within listening distance, but I'll have my own meandering conversation with Rock.
Hmm.
We can't wait to get home and feed your pet bird. I bet she really misses you.
Oh yeah, my pet bird. Yeah, she'll like you, I think. Oh
Lovely. I'm looking forward to meeting her.
yeah.
I'm
It's
just
not
gonna
long.
be looking for the same alley that I went down before.
Okay. Yeah, eventually, you guys with the walking and talking, please continue. But eventually, as your destination seems to be the tailor's shop, y'all will reach it unless if you wish to make some sort of, diversion.
I will
Um,
just. Well, I was gonna say if I could finish the sentence, basically that I was in mid sentence when I looked around. I'll just say, yeah, I just told him. Oh, his name is Sedge,
Sedge.
I think. And
She'll be like,
I don't know what. I've never heard of a name quite like that, but yeah.
"Hmm,
Uh, I just basically told him to not really trust all the bounty folk, and to just sit tight. And I just basically said we'd talk and see what we could do. Like no promises, just let him know that if we could do something, we'll help. But you know,
what are we supposed? I
just get him
mean,
out of here. I
we're
think
not.
just get him out. He wants to go west, so maybe.
Yes, but Davis, we can't just help everyone. We need to help. If we're going to help everyone, we need to help everyone at the
Yeah,
same
I know. You're right. You're right.
time. Uh, um, honestly, uh, Dora will be kind of excited to hear that there's another one of his kin in town.
Yeah,
So,
he's like, I don't know. I thought he'd be bigger, but he's like only like my size.
hmm,
Like certainly
cool.
not my size, and then like flexes again. Just he's like my height.
Yeah, she kind of takes it in. She kind of looks at you, flex. Uh, well, yeah, we all come in different shapes and sizes. Not all,
Yeah, that's true.
and you know, not all people are the same. Uh, anywho, we should be actually approaching the tailors soon. So, I guess we'll kind of do staggered entry. And then, as you guys are walking, Filbert will be like, "All right, so, I will see you guys shortly." And he just kind of turns down a different path and kind of, just kind of being Filbert. And she's like, "Oh, let me go make sure he doesn't." Yeah, she just kind of runs after him.
Yeah, you better.
Sej, some time has passed. You've kind of started meandering just the section that you are in. This is, another portion of Green Hill that is fairly new to you. The,
Am I
the
still in the
city is,
square?
again, it's not a true square, but yes, you are still kind of in that location. Um,
Can I see if I'm being stared at more since we've had that chat?
yeah. Uh, Go ahead and roll me a perception check. This would not involve scent, so just regular.
Yeah. Do I uncheck it and then do it?
Sure. Or it'll just roll both and I'll just take the first number. It doesn't matter. Whatever you're comfortable with. Okay, so 16. Um, there are, as you've come to notice whenever you walk around here, eyes fall upon you. A lot of eyes. And you've pretty much come to accept it that you stick out like a sore thumb. Your garb, what you are, how you carry yourself. Yeah, good. They see a proper example of a follower of the sun. Someone to strive to be like, in your mind.
So I'm going to take it into my own elephant perception that
Mhm.
he mentioned that these guys are not to be trusted. I kind of
Yes.
just wanted to see what the action was, but it feels a little strange at this point to at least be alone with so many
Yes.
eyes. So I'm gonna
exactly.
meander back into the road where people are just like merchantiles and just kind of
Mm,
meander away from what might be dangerous, just being alone.
gotcha. So yeah, you kind of loop your way back, kind of get to a more crowded, and you do notice that as you are walking, um, there are individuals uh, in the brown robes. Some of them have some sort of like beaded collars or necklaces, uh, and some of them not so well are hiding some instrument that would cause pain, be it a blade of sorts or a cudgel or something. And they have some of them have kind of kept an eye on you, not necessarily following you, but wherever you kind of walk, you notice that you catch their attention and they just kind of give you a glare. Uh, at one point, where you go and you turn a corner, uh, you kind of turn it too sharply, and there is your vision kind of goes black for a moment, and you bump into a large individual, and watch where you're going. And this ogre kin just kind of shoves you off to the side. This stupid, flamboyant man keeps walking by.
Rough customer.
Uh, and you're walking, and some time will kind of pass, and you're kind of keeping to it. And then you kind of hear the distant sounds of it's like thunder kind of rolling in. You can kind of look up, and dark clouds have kind of started to, and your ever illuminated sun starts to become, well, shaded,
Hmm.
and start kind of walking.
I'm gonna visor my eyes and casually just mention that why would you leave me now?
Gotcha. And as the kind of jumping back to the main crew, you know, as you guys are kind of approaching the tailors and Adaka and Filbert have kind of left from you. The clouds now have kind of rolled in, the subtle rumbling of thunder, though you're not seeing any lightning really striking. And you can kind of see that people in the market are starting to, you know, pull stuff in under the tenting and covers, and people are starting to gather underneath that one kind of common eating space that you saw. Even though it's like a pergola, there's still enough cover where they don't get drenched. And the rain starts coming, not extremely heavy. And Sej, as you're kind of looking up and you start kind of meandering, and this is kind of two parts. The group, you will eventually make it to the tailors. Scattered in, get in. Y'all are there. Doesn't seem like anyone or anything had followed you. As you enter, you know, Zork is there, and Roderick, and Del Dora Drum is there. And actually, Buckley and Elkus are all there. And they're, oh, welcome back. Yeah, it looks like you guys just, well, didn't quite beat the rain here. And they kind of grab some towels and stuff that they have, because this is a fabric shop. And they start tossing, you know, when Sej, you're looking up, and as it's, you know, raining and all that, you still kind of, amongst the rain, you do kind of pick out just a little beam of sunlight kind of off to the distance, kind of striking across the sky, landing somewhere further to the west.
How close would you say perceivably? Is it like in town? Is it like past the town?
Definitely in town. Uh, a, a bit of a walk.
Yes, fate smiles upon me again. I'm gonna take out my it's in my equipment as yoga mat, but
Yeah.
it's a It's like it's like an elephant leaf. Have you ever seen one of those really large leaf?
Sure. Sure.
I'm gonna roll that back out. It's like dried, and I used it
Mhm.
as like a yoga mat, and I'm going to use
Okay.
that as an umbrella and walk towards the
Sure.
beam of light,
Mm. A
ignoring
little.
kind of the the rain that everybody's dodging, just walking.
Yeah. So,
Strange again.
by all means, the more baggy like articles of clothing are not completely covered, so like your hair and pants are getting drenched and soaked. Your loose fabrics. The leaf is doing a good job, but still some part of your back is getting wet and all that. But it doesn't seem to
Yeah,
bother you too
I'm an
much.
elephant.
Yeah, your
What
ears
can
are
you
for
do?
sure. Yeah. Um, but yeah, you kind of do that, and we'll cut to the group. You are all drying off in the tailors. What would y'all like to do?
So, buddy, what'd you find out?
Oof. It's
Actually, are you still Carme or whatever?
so on the way over, I was hoping to drop into an alley and transform back into the young gal disguise,
Sure, easy enough.
so, so they don't see the new person walking into the tailor shop.
Mhm.
Um,
Al, Corbin, if you can, mic a little closer to mouth or something. You got a little soft on my end, at least, comparatively.
Yeah, you did. I've had to raise you up a bit.
the how's this?
It's better.
Much better. Yeah.
Cool, cool. Do I need to repeat anything?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Um, yeah, I listened to the sermon again, and there's definitely some spooky magic shit going on. It felt, I don't know if it was stronger this time or if it was just creepier because I could see that I noticed the people kind of losing it. Kind of, they look kind of numb listening to the sermon. They're repeating hers. The whole thing was creepy. I don't want to go to another one of those, but I
So,
was able to go on.
is it? Is she like doing? Is she doing that to them with her words? Is it like a magic thing or what? Or
I
is
think it
there
is.
just power of persuasion?
I definitely think there's some magic involved.
Ah.
I didn't do it this time, but last time I was searching for magic, and the person giving the sermon, her eye was definitely there was something there.
I mean, I I think I saw that there wasn't anything there.
Oh, sorry. I mean, magic. There's a magical source, is what
Oh
I meant.
yeah,
Sorry.
gotcha. Cause yeah, there's she's missing an eye, right?
Yes, but there was that. Mar pointed out to me. They have like a tattoo or some kind of symbology around the eye socket. I got a much better look this time, so I think I can impersonate that a lot better. I think that's related to the magical source. Um, can I retcon if I recognize the symbology at all?
I'll allow it just because it was in the moment. I would say you could give me a religion check at disadvantage, just because you weren't expecting to see what you were seeing, kind of thing. And since it's a retcon.
That's probably low. Try not to make a face. Try not to stare. I tap that right. Yeah, 10
And
total.
you do not necessarily recognize any of it, but you at least previously you put it to memory, so you can fairly confidently kind of, if you wanted to, you know, write it out or kind of write maybe not the exact order of the symbols, but the symbols that stuck out to your mind. Maybe someone will recognize them.
Okay. Then yeah, in a little bit, I'll definitely spend some time working through that.
Welcome back, Nico. Y'all are back. Just a quick, Nico. Y'all are back at the tailor's, drying off because a bit of rain kind of came in.
And I just
Uh,
Got it.
I gave the group a little bit of the down low on Serge as we were walking back. That's basically all. And now I'm asking Al what he learned.
yep.
I was gonna rubbish in a little bit. Let's see. The tree seemed a little taller. I noticed the roots were creeping out of the ground. I don't know if that was there
Wait, the tree
before,
was
but
taller? It was
I think
than yesterday?
I think so.
Like, trees don't...
Everything felt a little.
Like, you could tell
I
it was
think
taller
it
in
was
a
stronger.
day? That tree?
It was a little bit. Yeah, I do think it was.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy, crazy fast. I know there's a surplus of energy, but ugh, and I don't know if they're able to use it. I don't know their workings yet. What else is going on? The lady who gave the sermon, I talked to her before it. She seemed, I don't know, it felt like she was looking through me. I don't know if she could tell what it was, but I was a little scared about that. I tried to keep a, the normal demeanor, keep the act up, but it had me uneasy.
So you don't know if she knew.
I don't know. I crap. I don't feel like we were. I don't feel like I was being watched.
It's kind of risky.
It is. I don't know. Hoping the disguise covers enough of that.
Yeah, me too.
But yeah, with looking at her markings and watching her with the mannerisms, I think I can better impersonate somebody of that status.
Hmm.
I don't know. Maybe I'll practice in a mirror tonight or something.
Sure. Yeah, that seems like could be useful. Speaking of, well, it's getting to be. It's getting to be kind of like sunset, right? It's hard to tell with the clouds now, but I think it was about dusk, right?
Later afternoon. Yeah,
Okay.
not quite dusk, but it's definitely getting later afternoon. As you're looking, Davis, you kind of see that the rain is kind of subsided to a point. It's not raining hard,
Mm-hmm.
but it seems to be like one of those weird, at least where you're at, it's daylight where you are, but around you it's raining.
The sun shower type thing.
Yeah, kind of sun shower. Yeah, you're like, huh? Kind of look out the window, and you're like, but yeah, just about like 50 feet in every direction, it seems to be raining around you guys.
So, is there anything else we can do before tonight? I don't know. What do you think, Al?
Mm, I don't think there's anything else we can do out. All I can think of on my end is I've gotten a little bit further in recognizing what they do. But if I do need to infiltrate again, I need as much information as I can get. Maybe during dinner or something, I might ask everybody what they might know about the sisters. Like I keep forgetting if it's like praise mother, glory to mother. I don't
Like by the mother of bounties or something with bounties.
see. Yeah, that's close. I need practice if I'm gonna try and play that role. You know.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Well, if otherwise, then I think we should start. We should make sure we get everybody together. We talk about what's gonna go on tonight, because I think we have some more work to do tonight as well. So,
Mm-hmm.
powwow time, shall we? Go gather everybody up, including Filbert and Adaka and Elkus and all them.
Mm. So you're saying he was just sitting in the sun?
Yeah, it was like, is he asking me? Sorry.
Yeah, Doldrum is just
Yeah.
talking to you because you mentioned it. Like you
Yeah, and I'm like,
just pretending like having a
and
conversation.
I'm giving him like an extra detailed look over, like, you're so different looking. Yeah, he just, it's like really uncomfortably warm. Like I was almost like he was giving off heat or something. I don't know, but once we got in the shade, it was better. But I still sweating. It was gross.
And
yeah.
he's walking in pub.
Well,
Dude, he's got to stick out like a sore thumb.
I mean, I'm used to that, but yeah. I mean, he was sitting, but then he and I chatted for a bit. But I made it look like we were friends and stuff, so we didn't look like we were discussing anything serious. But yeah,
Right.
I got his story, and it looks like he just wants passage through Green Hill to. He said follow the sun, but that doesn't make any sense. Like, when it's nighttime.
Sounds like he's got heat stroke.
What?
Too too much.
Follow the
Too much.
sun?
Oh,
Sun's way
like
too fast. How?
yeah, that's what I thought. He said he's been here a couple weeks. It's like the sun has passed you up a couple times, man. I didn't say that, but it's like sun's not waiting on you.
The sun has passed it. That's a good one because it's set. Yeah.
Yeah, it goes like it keeps going.
Actually,
Okay.
where does it go? And why does it come back? Whatever.
I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
that's what he wants to find. He didn't really answer. I asked if he was going where the sun sets, and he didn't say no. I don't know.
That's vague. That's west.
Yeah.
Always
Yeah,
west.
that's why I said I guess you're going west, and he's like, oh yeah, because I'm following the sun. And he has.
Oh.
Wait, no, he has. No. Sorry, he doesn't have a son. I thought he said he just refers to the sun as his son, which
Like
very
he
confusing.
owns it? Like he
Yeah,
owns?
or I thought he meant like I have a young boy, but no, he meant the ball of light in the sky. I think he said ball of light in the sky. It's like it's the sun, man. Come on.
You just see Dora. I just like calling him Dora, honestly. He's gotta take his trunk and he's just scratching his head with it.
But yeah, the dude's like way into the sun though, like everything, sun, like on his clothes, on his like the bracelets that he's got. He like his I think he had like a little thing with the what do you call the sensors that he had some
That
incense or something.
smells.
Yeah, it was okay. It smells better than streets do sometimes. But it's like sun everywhere, and I was just like, all right, I get it. Like you love the sun, okay?
Yeah, well, I guess we kind of see that. Roger will be like, yeah, well, yeah, we see that with the bounty followers. They kind of are the same. Maybe not sun, but brown. Basically, no other extra stuff. Mother this, bounty this, praise this,
Yeah, they don't
fruits
shut up about it.
this. So,
I mean,
religion's weird.
is this guy? Is it a religion thing? Like, Filbert said that it might be religion, but I've never heard of a sun religion. The sun's great, but it's not one of the 11.
Well, Filbert would be like, well, yeah, I mean, but there's other religions. People follow the 11, but they don't necessarily only follow the 11. The Mother of Bounties, who is she? She's not part of the 11, but people are worshiping her.
Yeah, but
People are
they're
following
crazy.
her.
Oh.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And that's what we need to find out. Who is she? What is she? Why is she? Why is she? That's a good question. Why is she? Anyways, so
Adam, what time of day is it?
it is getting towards. There's still enough sun. The sun is still up in the sky, and it's raining like around y'all, and there's like a sun here, like day storm. You probably have about an hour's worth of proper sunlight left. What are you thinking about, Dregner?
Oh no, I just gotta make sure I meditate.
Oh, gotcha. You gotta be on that clock. Roll another 5 for me, please, just to keep stretching it out. At some point in this conversation, switching over to you, Sej. Sej, as you're kind of walking and through the rain and that, keeping an eye out, with your passive perception and kind of seeing what's going on. There are a bit of in front of you. There's a couple individuals in brown robes. They kind of look behind you. A couple more individuals with brown robes. Um, just kind of keeping your pace. They're not like they're keeping kind of a distant, seem to be kind of keeping a pace with you. But there is that mote
Um,
of that beam of light from the sun, just but a few minutes probably away at this point.
okay. You said they're in front of me and behind me going at the same speed?
Kind of, yeah. Like they're the ones up in front of you are a bit of ways in front of you, but they seem to not be going at the same pace. They just happen to be in this area. You notice them, but then you kind of look behind you, and there's a group that's 4 individuals that you're picking up that are kind of keeping a distance, 70-ish feet away from you, maybe a little bit more. But they're definitely where you've turned or gone on this street. They've kind of gone on the same street.
Can can I use a cantrip?
Man, it's dandy. Go for it.
Can certainly try.
Yeah.
Can I thaumaturgy the sunbeam to expand to where I am on the road? Like
I
the
get what
street
you're.
wide,
Yeah, yeah.
basically.
I get what you're doing. You want to like you kind of reach and you're kind of like going like pulling at it and you're like kind of focusing as you're walking and kind of doing the motion to pull it. It's just it's too far away. You can't get
Okay.
like an actual grasp on it at this point, and you're kind of walking, you're kind of looking. They seem to be following you. And then go ahead and give me a perception check. Okay. So as you're kind of walking, they start to pick up pace, and you get this kind of weird sensation, and you're kind of bracing yourself for something, but they pass you up, and they started to pick up speed, and they start moving past you, and then you see a couple of them talking. They kind of catch up to that group that was in front of you, and they start talking, and you see that in that group in front of you, there's actually a couple larger individuals now that you're seeing them, and they are heading towards that beam of sunlight that you were following.
Can I try what I did again, but a different cantrip?
Okay, which one?
I'm gonna guidance myself.
Okay, and what would you like to do with guidance? So you mutter a little incantation to the sun. You see the beam kind of flicker for a moment. What are you what are you preparing for yourself with the guidance?
I'm just putting guidance on myself. It's a buff.
Perfect. Gotcha, gotcha. Okay,
It
cool. I wasn't sure if it was for a particular reason. You just want to have a guidance ready to go. Got it.
Yep.
Eh. So as you're doing that, you're kind of following them, and you're seeing that they're starting to kind of take up pace, and the group they are grabbing another one, and then this what started as like 4 following you and a couple up in front have now amalgamated to a dozen or so, possibly more individuals, and they're heading somewhere with a purpose.
I can definitely if it is so passively, I can definitely feel like something is wrong. Like
Hmm.
something is about to go wrong, and I
Yes,
think I definitely want to go to that beam of light.
good. Yeah, definitely. Passive 17, something is fishy. So you're possibly picking up your pace a little bit.
I'm
Uh,
definitely trying to. I'm not very sneaky, but I'm gonna follow them as if I were.
yeah, I get you. Um, they don't really seem to be heeding you too much attention uh, as you're kind of heading there. Um, they seem to eventually, as you're following them, they kind of spill out into a. You can see that it was rain. It's still been raining here. There's, everything is wet, but you kind of look over and you see a building, and you kind of look, and that's where that beam has cast its light on. They've kind of spread out away from that building and are just kind of looking, kind of discussing amongst themselves. Uh, and some of the merchants are, they're questioning some of the merchants and some of the people hiding under the, you know, pergola, but you don't know, you can't really see or hear what they're saying at this distance that you're at.
Does it look like never mind, like violent, like they're doing like forcefully? I guess is that a thing?
You go as you're kind
Doesn't
of
matter
like
so much.
in. Yeah, yeah. I get what you're asking. So, Marb, go ahead and let's just see if you would have noticed it. So go ahead and roll me a perception check as you guys are like, because you guys are inside the tailors. Sej has been kind of trying to follow this light. So go ahead and give me a perception check, Nico. Let's see if you notice anything outside. Yeah, you're unaware of anything really going on. You're not hearing anything. Like you're just kind of in this conversation where like Davis is talking to Doldrum about this Sej individual. Al has been giving you guys feedback on the sister and all that. Rock, who might, Rock and Dregnar and everyone here is just part of this conversation. Uh, Shortly after a little bit, Buckley, the drow, kind of come in. We might have a situation outside. It looks like the Faith Militant are looking for something.
Immediately putting on my armor.
Yep, gear up.
Okay, who was following you? Filbert's like, we were not followed. We made sure to be careful. Right? Adaka, that's your specialty. Were we followed? We were followed, weren't we? Adaka? I don't think we were followed. Maybe. Let's get ready.
I'm gonna bring Pebble back as normal Pebble and send her outside. Keep watch.
Okay. I just want to read. So yeah, you summon Febble kind of as a cat. You kind of look at Pebble. It's like,
Normal Pebble.
yeah, no, I get you. And then you kind of start swirling your hands, and Pebble kind of lifts and turns into that mote of energy, which is her actual truest form. And then from it, some wings kind of, and your little oxpecker Pebble is back.
Pebble, yeah.
Oh, let's put Pebble back on the board. Pebble.
Yay! Hi, Pebble.
She kind of lands on your shoulder at your neck and just kind of picks at something. Picks up a little bit of dead skin.
Yeah. Actually, Adam, real quick, I actually will ask Al for help getting my armor on as fast as I can, just to see if I can cut some time off of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Since he knows how heavy armor goes.
Yeah. Al is in medium armor.
Oh, whatever.
I
This
remember
counts as medium and heavy, right? So.
Yeah. I just gotta see the notes on your armor.
I was gonna focus on the smaller pieces.
Mm.
How the hell do you wear this pauldron?
the
Jesus,
pauldrons
40
that do not fit. They're just completely
No,
different.
yes.
So I'm very much looking forward to y'all giving you the descriptions of your characters to Sej here soon, because we're getting to that point. But yeah, the pauldrons that do not match the armor whatsoever. Yeah, so I mean it's medium armor. I think donning it is
It's 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Al, go ahead and give me a dexterity check. See if you're able to maybe shave off a minute or something.
I always forget. It's not a save, so it doesn't get proficiency, right?
It's just a dexterity check, just non-proficient. Well, technically, yes. Yes, you do get your freaking +1 from Jack of all
Okay, yeah.
trades, right? It's +1 from Jack.
Well, half your proficiency, yeah.
But for skills.
Yeah, and this is technically
It's
like
a skill check.
it's a skill, it's an ability check, so that it applies. Because it's just a dex. It's not like a sleight of hand, it's like that. So I guess, yeah, I'll allow it. You kind of shave off maybe a minute.
Yeah, fair enough.
And it's mostly because you're just fumbling with the damn pauldrons. You're like,
You do like
damn it,
1 or 2 clasps in that whole time, and I'm doing like 18 other clasps.
Yeah. It's like,
It crisscrosses? Why?
Just wait a minute.
it'll all come together.
Did it wrong?
Once
Damn
I bring this strap around, there's a hook. Just put it on. Yep. It's hard for me to reach. Just thank you. Okay. Yeah. Whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, all right. So while y'all are off doing this, Dregnar and everyone else is pretty much easy for y'all to get ready to go. Sej, you are outside. You are seeing this building basked in the light as there's rain kind of around. You see the brown robed individuals kind of questioning and even like, you know, getting kind of in the face of some of these individuals. Is there anything you want to do? Are you keeping a distance? Are you approaching? Like, what's on your mind?
How much of a crowd is it around? Is it like something that
This
I
is
could walk through unconvincingly, or do I have to shoulder people to get through?
this is very much this is more of a proper square. This is like where they had a proper. You see, as you're kind of taking it in, there are tents and like mini bazaars, not like proper bazaars, but like tents, bazaars, some buildings that have like little covered areas that are extended out. Um, but the things have been kind of put up because of the rain. So a lot of the extra tables have been drawn in with all their extra merchandise and all that. And it's just a collection. You see people with glass jars, clay pots, like potted, because cans didn't exist, but potted fish and fruits and all that there. You see people selling linens. You see people selling uh, carved wooden items. You see just a various collection of merchant. Excuse me. But a lot of them have either left their stand and just kept like a couple people and have kind of gathered more towards what you see as a large three-sided building with like a pergola style roof. And there's probably 60 plus people seeking shelter from the rain under there. But you do get the sense, like a passive insight, like the faith around militant people are definitely like questioning people, kind of, being aggressive in a sense. And you
Okay,
see
and
like
this
some of the
whole
people are
entire
being
square is basked in the light?
more of the light is towards the building. There's like there's a building off to the like kind of away from the square, very close. Like and then there's a bridge as a little waterway, kind of very small waterway, maybe about like 3 feet across, kind of cuts through and meanders through. And that's where the focus of your light is. You can
Is
go
the
ahead and give
crowd
me a
around that specific building? I'm sorry, go ahead.
no, 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 no. So like if I were to draw kind of like symbols here, let's do this. Because you weren't
Yeah,
here.
that would help.
Yeah, I will try to draw something. Shapes. So let's do yellow is this building, right? Then there's kind of like freehand. It's kind of this little waterway that meanders through. And then where your token is essentially. Uh, here is kind of like, I meant to draw a square, but whatever, fuck it. I didn't draw the square at all. This is kind of like the square that you're in. So, and your light is on this guy right here, but it's not too far of a distance. It's, maybe 100 feet or less away. It's like the first building that's not part of this square, essentially. So,
Okay. I think I should head for that building.
all right, for it. So you, boop.
I kind of have the picture in my elephant mind right now that the people in that building are going to be what's going to need help. And the sun
Gotcha.
has chosen them.
Gotcha. So you kind of everyone's getting kind of ready. I should say, as Al and Davis are preoccupied, Pebble has flown out. Rock, are you bamfing through Pebble's eyes, or what are you doing?
Yes, 100%. Trying to see if
All right.
people are approaching us quickly or where the action is.
Pebble leaves. You kind of crack one of the windows, flies out. She's up to the sky. You kind of bamf your vision through, and Pebble's getting wet at this point as it's raining and getting kind of still flying through it. It's not it's not a downpour by any means. It's just There's some rumbling of thunder, but it's rain. And you kind of just see a large gathering of people seeking shelter in that large, outdoor eating area, kind of common gathering place. And then you see now through Pebble that there are more than a dozen of the Mother Bounty faith militant, brown robed people just in that area and just like talking to people, kind of keeping them in their area. It's hard to make out because you can't really hear the conversation too well from Pebble's vantage because she's up in the air. It's kind of raining. It's but you do see quite a number, and you do spot a couple of like the large, not giants, but you do spot some ogres and stuff amongst them as well.
And you said they're keeping the people there. They're not. They're staying there themselves.
No, it looks more. It's kind of hard to tell. You can, I guess, as Rock, as you're looking through, you can go ahead and give me an insight check on the situation.
Oof. 8 total.
8 total. Hard to tell. Like people are in the covering from the rain. Some people seem to have like brown robes in front of them. It's hard to tell. But Pebble, Sej, at one point you see a small little oxpecker fly past you, kind of from the direction of
Is that a
the
bird?
building. Yeah, it's right here. It's Pebble. Oops.
Got you.
Why is it doing the zoomy? It used to let me do the zooms. Why is it not letting me do the zooms? There we go.
There
Oh,
we go.
yeah.
Adam, I will take up a position near the main entrance so I can kind of see outside while Al and Davis are getting dressed.
Gotcha. Dregnar, you definitely see at one point. Is that obnoxiously dressed, flamboyant? It is. He's coming towards us.
We're like, oh no.
No, I see the Luxodon, but do I see the brown dress militants like harassing the public?
Barely. Like you do because you're still within like that area of the square, but it's kind of hard to make out what's actually happening. You see a few of the brown robes, but you can't really make out details because it's just kind of like where your building is located to what line of sight you guys have and everything. But you do see some brown robes.
I'd be like, hey, Davis, I think you've got a stray.
Busy.
Yeah,
get the strap. Come on.
Dora will be like,
Why are there hooks?
is
Why are there so many hooks?
why is the weird one? Why is Sunbake here? Why is he? That's Sunbake, right? That's Sunstroke, Sunbake. What did I call him?
Is he asking me?
Yeah, he's just kind of like he looked into the room where you guys are kind of getting your armor on. He's like, "Hey,
Can
that
I?
him?"
Do I even have an angle where I can like kind of peek
No,
out a door?
you
Like,
don't.
is he like in like these weird gold and purple colored things? And is he an elephant, like a Loxodon? Then it's probably him.
You're Drag. Yes, it's your buddy.
He's not my buddy. Al, how are you so bad at this?
My shit's easy.
Yeah,
It's so much easier.
You know, Davis, it's not a secret hideout when you tell people where it is.
I didn't tell him
oh.
anything.
Zork, like
I said we'd
was
find
like, wait,
him.
you told
No.
you just met him. What if he's working with?
I mean, first of all, he's not. But second of all, like, I didn't tell him. Like, I said we'd come find him. I said I'd meet with my companions. I didn't even say names or what we were with. I only told him my name.
Hey, Filbert speaking. Everyone, it's okay. It's okay. Everyone, get your armor on.
I'm
There might be
working
some
on it.
skerfuffles.
Stop interrupting us.
Just let me do
All
it.
right, everyone else.
It's the boatman all over again.
The cargo man?
Just pull up.
Yeah,
It's
the cargo
man.
man.
all over again. Yep.
You're not
You
supposed to
guys-
say his name.
Oh,
He
jeez,
told
you
me
guys are
to.
like-
Ah.
I love this group. But like Filbert is just like looking at y'all, and then like kind of looking at his crew. His crew are looking at him. He's like, "Okay, everyone, natural. You guys know where to go. Like you just see like most of his crew just dispersed and they just disappear. Like you're looking and all of a sudden they're just like mostly gone. Herbert like kind of goes over to the counter and kind of jumps up on a stool and is like, "All right, okay, I am the owner. I am the owner. Hey, not natural. This guy could be a spy. We don't know." What's everyone doing?
He is one obvious looking thing that would be a spy. Yeah. He's hiding well.
How did he find us?
Anyway, in the meantime, hiding in the storeroom because there's nowhere out in the open that I could fit in anywhere.
Yeah. So, yeah, Sej, you're starting to approach this building, and you look on it, and the sign indicates that it's a tailor's store. It's basked in sunlight. Not a drop of rain. Doors closed.
I'm gonna
What'd you
shake. I'm gonna shake the rain off right in front of the front door,
Okay.
unknowing that they're
Splashes.
watching,
Yeah.
like a dog.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like drag. Yeah, the ears are just, and
Yeah.
you can actually, Dragnar, as you're kind of like hiding, kind of closer, I guess, to the entrance is like how I picture you. You can actually hear the water impact on the side of the building. It's like,
When I hear the door open, around the corner, can I transform? I'm gonna say I'm gonna be Billy again, and then just sit in the corner with the loot.
sure. Ding, 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 ding.
We'll go banjo
You
style.
walk in, Sej. There's some
Yes.
fabrics. Just like you see a section where there's just different types of linens and cloths and cottons kind of adorned on the side. You see a dwarf individual kind of on the side near one of the like the countertop, the tables with some fabrics. He does not look like he necessarily belongs. He's in a dark kind of cloak, really nice beard, kind of pressed up, kind of seemingly trying to hide. However, rolled a 7 on his stealth. And then you see, more different folded type of shirts and pants and linens. It smells like a linen and fabric store. And then you see this halfling individual has like a friar top, but his hair that makes it up is up and spiked, and he looks, he's like a gnome of some sort, I think, if I remember right. He's like, "Hi, welcome to Filbert's Find Fabrics. What can I do for you? I am Filbert. Nice to meet you, sir. You have some very interesting garb."
Oh, thank you. Comes from my homeland.
Yes. Where would that be? I mean, definitely different.
Thank you for asking. I hail from Ushapti.
Ooh, Shopti. Oh, wow, you are a far traveler. That is far.
This is where the sun
Huh.
has taken me, and the sun, fate smiles upon you, has led me here.
What do you mean?
I do have to warn you, these streets are getting considerably meaner by the second.
Oh my. What is Oh no, that's terrible. Thank you for the warning. You're certainly a good Samaritan.
Do
I guess
you
we will need
mind
to close
I
up shop.
stay here? I feel as if I could, I don't know how to put this kindly, but I feel like there's a purpose for me being here today.
Purpose.
Something is going on, and I have noticed many things.
Interesting. Go ahead and give me your persuasion check.
Sure.
All right. So yeah, Al, or I should say Billy, you are seeing this Luxodon individual walk in, have a conversation. Dregnar, they definitely saw you, but they didn't seem to do too much, and you're hearing this conversation. Rock and Marb, I actually don't recall where you said you guys kind of.
Oh, he probably can see me because I didn't go hide anywhere.
Gotcha.
I'm distracted and bounced through Pebble. As well, if Pebble sees anybody like actually get attacked, but like I would immediately want to go help.
Yeah, so far, what you have, there's been no real attack. Just been like aggressive kind of posturing and that. Yeah, so Saj, you see the turtle, but not looking as old as he did previously, and not hunched over. However, kind of has this glazed look over his eyes. Doesn't seem to even recognize that you're there. Um, you see that little like we're talking like late teens, early 20s, skinny little boy. Uh, his name is Billy. He's a punk, playing like a lute. Very like simple fisherman's clothing. A little bit of stubble. And Marb, where were you at this point, sir? Are you still?
I'm probably flanking the door, trying to keep like close at least so I can hear outside, but definitely more interested in our new friend that walked in.
Right. Yeah, and then Sedge, you kind of like noticed this, and you kind of look behind, and then there's a similarly kind of like dark, you know, leathered, put up kind of Kenku, kind of looking out the window, and like Filbert's like, "I, they're so bad at this. I'm sure. You can stay, I guess. We're gonna go ahead, and if you said there's trouble, we're probably gonna lock up so no one else can come in. Welcome, hi. Again,
Hello,
I'm
my
Filbert.
name. I don't know if we introduced myself or my name is Sesh.
Welcome, Saj. Thank you for the warning. If there is trouble, stay here. Then we're gonna close the door.
I'm sorry.
And
I'm sorry to surprise you with such news, but um,
oh no, it's quite all right.
there's a
There needs to be order, and I'm sure that the faith is working itself out, and if they need to be there, everything will be okay. We have done what we can here to be the best tailors around. We have not interacted with them, so we should be just fine.
Might I ask you one thing?
Sure. And he's like, oh yes, my prices are the best in town. And he kind of walks by and like goes to the door and kind of scoots a stool up and goes and kind of starts locking the door.
Hoping to perk some ears, I'm gonna mention. Have you noticed any of these religious friends in town etching some marks upon houses? Something seems very
I
off.
definitely look up and kind of like try to give him a nod, like to see if he'll fish out more information. Like I'm still
Filbert,
very suspicious of you, so I'm not like talking, but like I'm
Right.
trying to like listen in closer if that's even possible.
So yeah, Marv gets you a nod, Sedge.
When he says friends, Adam, I go,
And then what was that, Al? You were gonna say something?
Billy will just try to make some small chat. He's like, I've heard something about symbols, but I haven't seen him or heard much about him myself. What do you know?
Well, I didn't think much of it until it got quite animated today, those brown-garbed people. Some of them just shoved me in town, actually. They're getting really riled up, where they just seemed happy that they had something to celebrate before this, but now I keep spotting in my various traveling through the town, they seem to be trying to sneakily etch markings. But now putting those together, something seems off today.
That's mighty interesting. Okay. I've seen them wandering in groups. You said they shoved you? I didn't know they didn't seem the violent type. You mean like the sisters in the brown garb, right?
Yes. As a matter of fact, it just happened on my way here.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Filbert will kind of pipe up. No accounting for everybody, right? I mean, there's always going to be some bad seeds, if you will.
Always.
Bad seeds.
Where's it live by?
Anywho, yes. However,
The sun goes both.
well, you mentioned symbols, etchings. Do you know, was there any, I'm just curious, because maybe, and now I kind of want to look at my establishment and make sure that there's nothing here. What was the symbol per se? So I know what to look for.
To me, it resembles a 7 with a hook.
7 hook. Got it.
Mhm.
And then Sej, you'll notice that who would step out? A female, half elven individual steps out from kind of behind, dressed in just a nice cotton button up. Seems like a light kind of vest over it. So beige leggings. Mr. Filbert, is everything okay? Do I need to help you assist this client with anything, or? And then Filbert will be like, okay, everything is okay. His Good Samaritan happened to let us know that there seems to be a little bit of a wrestle happening down in the square. So we are locked up for the time being. He is here just seeking a little refuge. And would you be a dear? And when this all settles over, would you walk the premises and look and see by any chance if there is an etching of a 7 with a hook on our premises? He kind of looks at him and 7 with a hook. You're the boss? He's like, damn right, I'm the boss. Kind of smiles. She kind of disappears in the back. Davis, what are you doing?
I
That
imagine
you
I'm
are.
probably there with Droldoro, however you say his name, because like we're big, loud, unwieldy things. So I'm just like making small talk, like, how long does this usually take? Just like
It sounds like the boss locked the front door, so he might.
wow, you can hear that? Oh, you do have big ears.
Yeah.
Is that good or bad?
Oh, well, I don't know. I think we're gonna be stuck here waiting.
Yeah, I guess we'll just have to wait.
Mm.
I mean, I'll give him, I don't know, like, if we don't hear anything in like 5 minutes, one of us should go look.
Very well.
It should be you.
Yeah. No, wait.
It's your turn.
Yeah, but I mean,
Come on. It's your turn. That's how it works. We gotta take turns.
we.
Yeah. I'll get the next one.
Fine. Okay. God, I wish I was in a room with Roderick instead, but fine. Just pushy. Okay, so real quick, Sej, just to kind of give you a rundown, kind of some of the individuals. We're not doing a full rundown just yet. We'll have a proper one, but individuals that you've seen so far, you've seen a half elven female, and you've seen a gnome male. You've obviously seen the menagerie here. Some characters that might come up very soon. They're kind of listed, and here there's a human female. She's got a long, thick braid of brown hair that she keeps over one shoulder. There's going to be a Goliath male, rather full, rather muscular, but not like super bulky. There's going to be another turtle here, but he's going to be more of the snapping turtle variety. There is actually a Loxodon here, but he is going to be much more bigger and broader than you. And he's actually going to probably have just a little bit of fur where you don't.
Sounds
And
like he's a
then
grizzly man instead of me.
there's going to be a male drow that kind of is basically like Marb, but a male drow. And then, yeah, that's what you
I
will.
think during this, I think I would just kind of like give that friendly, nod, but I hold like, I don't know if I would know that they're part of like a menagerie yet or anything like that. So I think I'd just give them like a friendly nod just to like reassure that I'm
Well, so
friendly at least.
yeah, you only see a few of these individuals. I'm just kind of giving you a brief insight to what you will see potentially here. Just kind of giving you. So you see kind of this collection of individuals that sort of feel like they don't belong. Some of them you don't see. Rock, is Pebble still out, or is it like kind of like you want Pebble to kind of swoop, surveil, and then come back? What's your idea?
She's circling any area where she sees any of the militants or the ogres or whatever around people, and just making sure that nothing happens.
Okay.
Strictly, fully keeping watch. If there's any violence at all, I want to know about it right away,
Gotcha.
so I can tell people.
As this conversation's going, you are unaware of what's being said at all inside because your senses are through Pebble. Kind of watching and listening and circling, you do at one point see a couple people kind of point away from the square, kind of towards, well, with Pebble's vision, towards the building where you guys are at. And you see some of the brown ones nod and start kind of going. And there seems to be a detachment possibly starting to gather and after a little while start heading towards y'all's building.
Okay.
Can we see this? Oops, sorry, go ahead.
Rock notices it because he's got Pebble out there scouting right now.
Yeah, so as soon as I see it, I bamf out and just, without even like noticing who's in the room, be like, guys, they're heading this way. There's a group of them heading towards us.
Oh wow! Is it total? You had a good trip with your pipe then?
Okay. Hiding options. Underground tunnels. Back exit. Gonna look around like at the group and then realize, right, we have a massive.
Yeah, you just kind of feel the atmosphere in the room shift. You see a couple people just out of nowhere just kind of step out. The half elf female kind of steps out, and you see her just kind of getting like a blade ready and everything, and she's like looking towards you, and she's like, "What did you do? Who did you bring?" And then you'll see like this like large snapping turtle kind of step out with his giant maws, like, "Boss, do I get to smash his face in?" Filbert's like, "No, but wait, how do we know that he's? I mean, it looks like he maybe was the spy that brought him here, but he seems like a nice, interesting guy. Why would we do this? Why would we? Come on, guys."
We don't have time for that. We need to leave right now. If we need to tie him up and torture him, we can do that later. But right now, I'd rather take my chances than that angry mob coming towards here. So,
yeah,
let him look like an expert, like sewer or tailor maker. Which we obviously don't. We need to get out like right now.
Hey. We can bluff it. Some of us can.
You guys can bluff it. We can't. If we're here, we can't bluff it. They might be looking for us. So let us
friends, this might be a little insightful for you guys too.
We can handle it, right? Like, let's not make trouble for the people who have to live in this town. We should go. Marv's right. We need to immediately leave the building. If they follow us, that's perfect. And if they don't follow
the
us,
light here.
we'll be behind to give help.
No. There's no following light right now, and I guess I don't know. I try to intimidate. Like we need, like you're going with us. Either you brought the mob, or you're somehow involved in all
the
of
mob
this, so.
here, if that helps.
You can go if you. Yeah, so he says that. It's up to you if you want to believe him or insight check him or whatever. Let me know. Buckley will be like, boss, we probably got about another, this pace, 2 minutes. I mean, we can get a lot of these guys out through the back. Some of us can go scatter and probably just need to act. We need to just play shop, boss. It's like, great. Elkis, blade away. Everyone else, hiding spots. Menagerie.
Ooh, a
Well,
natural 20.
Yeah, yeah, Sej is, you know, we kind of read into him, and he seems to be honest that like he followed them here. He's only here because he followed them.
It wasn't a random happenstance that your shop is the brightest part in town as of right now, and it's raining all the way around town. But on the way, I wasn't the only one heading here, and it was a more menacing crowd than me. Trust me on that one.
Right.
Okay.
Menagerie
Then
out.
you stay here and face them there. We're leaving. Yeah, see ya.
Let's go, boys. And I assume everyone's following me. I had it.
Yep, I had it.
So Daka will, Buckley, because Buckley is the one that knows how to traverse the best. Dildrum, Roderick, come with me. The rest of you, with boss, play shop. Menagerie and boss. Am I taking the friend? Am I taking the sun elephant? Sunburn? Yeah, I'm taking Sunburn. Okay. Sunburn with us. And they kind of leads you through the back. This is not a go down. This is just a back exit to the building. He kind of opens it, looks around. All right, everyone.
As soon as Sedge comes in the back, I'm like, oh. Hello.
Oh, friend.
I knew it.
Hey. I mean, we know each other, but I mean, I wouldn't say we're really friends.
Well, nice.
We're leaving?
Your friend?
Drell
Man,
Dorum
Billy,
kind of
fuck you.
steps
Shut
out.
up.
I believe fate has something in store for at least us, as we have already met.
Yeah, and as you're saying this, and Davis steps out, this massive, we're talking like, more on the scope of 8 feet tall, 500 plus pounds. Luxodon steps out. He's like, you are little. Hi.
Yeah, I thought. Anyway, yeah, we're going, I guess? What's
Good.
going
I
on?
scoff and say, that's not the first time I've heard that.
That's just a fact, but hi. Nice to see. Yeah, let's go.
Do you know each other? Hey, wait, yo, walk and talk, let's go.
No, but time is of the essence, so...
Why does everyone he just kind of hops in.
We're all species here, okay? We're sorry about it.
I mean, I already literally did the same thing with Rock and Roderick. So.
No, it's odd. No, it's so good.
It's so funny. It's like, oh, hey, y'all are the same species. You clearly know each other.
No.
Yeah. All right, so you guys are kind of weaving, kind of following, and you kind of leave, I guess, and follow Buckley as he kind of leads you back through some of the twisting alleys. And here you'll see that it is, again, one of the portions of Green Hill that has kind of lost some of its foot traffic. And at this point, we can go ahead and not take a break, but go ahead and do, I don't know, character introductions if y'all are down. Like kind of the visual stuff. You guys can give visual descriptions and whatever other details you wish to share amongst yourselves.
You want me to cut the recording?
If you want, or we could just, yeah, because that'd be easier to get a separate, so we can have just a little separate nugget. And that way, if Donnie needs a refresher, he can just listen to that.
Sure. All right, recording it. They're stopping it.